بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome all of you, wherever you are. I welcome you again with the 20th lecture in the 40 Prophet Hadith in the ruling and politics. The topic of today, which is to give up to the enemy when you know that you're about to die. What does that mean? To give yourself to the soldier when you find yourself, you have no choice. You knew it's going to be killed. And you cannot get away. Can they give to put himself as a prisoner of war, or that not allowed? There is a hadith that narrated by Bukhari that Abu Hurairah, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent 10 it's the group of people, less than 10 and less than 40, and he sent a small arm, about 100 people, and their mission is just to go and to look into the enemies, and he put Asim ibn Thabit al-Ansari. So they went. So when they reached a place between Mecca and Uthman, they saw a place where a tribe who 200 people, there are only 10 people, and there's 200 people who came with their arrows and spears. They found them. They saw some of the dates. The Arabs used to follow the residues of people from looking at the dates and the residues. So they said, this is the dates of Yathrib, which is the Medina's name. It used to be called at the time of ignorance. In the hadith of Abi Musa, that the Prophet ﷺ said, I saw in my dream that I migrate from Mecca to a place where they have dates. So he thought it's Al-Yamama, then it was Al-Medina, Yathrib. And now he says, Yathrib, it is a name in at the time of ignorance, and Allah called it Al-Medina, and the Prophet ﷺ called it Tayba and Taba. After the migration of the Prophet ﷺ to it, it started to be called Al-Medina. And that's what Allah said, it was not for the people of Al-Medina and those around it from the Bedouins to delay themselves from the Prophet ﷺ and prefer themselves over him. In the hadith of the Allah called Al-Medina Taba, and Zayd ibn Thabit said, it is Tayyiba, it's good, and it will get the filth just like the fire take the residues of silver. So when they we'll go back to the story. So whenever that tribe saw the footsteps of the people of Medina, the 10 that the Prophet ﷺ sent them so they could look at the. So they told the 10, give up yourself and you have the covenant, we will not kill none of you. So Asim ibn Thabit said, the leader, for me, I will not go into the protection of Adil. Oh Allah, let our Prophet know. So they killed him with the arrows, with 7 of his companions. So there was 3 left. And they took the covenant that they took. Khubayb al-Ansari, Ibn Dafina, and another man. So when they took them, so they tied them. So the third one said, this is the first betrayal. If you tied us, that's the first of the, oh Allah will not take you. I have an example in those who died. And so they struggled with him and then they killed him. So they took Khubayb ibn Dafina until they got to Mecca after Badr. So they sold them. And Khubayb, he killed Al-Harith ibn Amir at that in Badr. So he stayed as a prisoner of war. So Ubaydullah ibn Iyad said that the daughter of Al-Harith told him, when they gathered, he took a blade so he could cut his underarm. And she wasn't aware that he could have left. But he was still sitting there. And one of the kids was with him. So she got scared that he might kill the child. So he said, you are afraid that I will kill him? I will not do that. You are afraid that I will kill that child? No, I will not do that. And she said, haven't seen a prisoner of war better than Khubayb. I saw him one day eating a date, some grapes, and he is tied real good, and there is no grapes in Mecca, and it is sustenance from Allah. So when they left from Al-Haram to kill him, he told them, let me make 2 rak'ahs. So they left him, he made 2. He said, if it was not you might think that I'm afraid, I would have prolonged them. Then he made the dua, oh Allah, count them and kill them all, and don't leave any of them. Then he said, I don't care where I died as a Muslim, which side do I die, as long as it's in the sake of Allah. So Ibn Harith killed him. So Khubayb. And he's the one who made the sunnah for any Muslim who was killed being patient. So the Prophet ﷺ told his companions about what happened. And look at another gift from Allah. Some people from disbelievers, when they found out he was killed, they wanted to take something from him to make sure this is known. And he killed some of their elite in Badr. And he had a cloud of wasp that they could not get to him because they wanted to cut piece of his flesh so they could show to others. But Allah Azza wa Jal refused, and he sent a lot of wasps that protected him from being cut. And then the story that I have mentioned, and Allah Azza wa Jal protected the body of Khubayb with a cloud of wasps or bees, so they could not cut nothing of his body. And in the hadith, a sign of the Prophet ﷺ that he told his companions about what happened and he wasn't with them. That shows that Allah Azza wa Jal protects his believers in this life and in the hereafter. And when you die as a martyr, that is an honor from Allah Azza wa Jal. And they are alive with their Lord, they are getting sustenance. And the Muslim do not betray those who betrayed him. So these people, they betrayed him, but even though he did not betray them. So when one of their kids, he came in and he told him to sit on his knee or thigh, and that shows that he will not betray any person. And we see the generosity of Allah Azza wa Jal to his believers, fellow believers. And that's in the battle of Al-Raji'. And that's just talking about the location of some of these villages. Anyway, going back to the origins of this topic of this today. Can you give yourself up whenever you originally that you're supposed to be patient and steadfast, because Allah said, "Oh, who you believe, if you find people steadfast, and remember Allah abundance. If you cannot defend and you found you're going to be dead no matter what, then he have a choice between giving himself up or to fight to the end." So he needs to look at what is the best that serves him or what he thinks that he's going to be able to do. So no doubt that steadfast is better for him, because what you could get from the steadfast and the level of the martyrs, and that will stop the disbelievers control. So the matter of being prisoner of war, it is very tough issue, and it become more strong whenever it's the woman that's about to fall in that. In the hadith of Al-Bukhari, the three that they stayed with the covenant of Allah. So whenever they tied them, the third one, he refused to continue. Al-Bukhari in his book, he said the chapter, can the person give himself as prisoner of war, and those who did not. Shokani said one time, Allah Azza wa Jalla Almighty taught us that's why Al-Bukhari put a chapter, do you give yourself up? And we not know that the Prophet ﷺ denied. So if what happened was not allowed, then he alayhi salatu wasalam would have told his companions that is not allowed, and he would deny it himself. So not to deny, it shows an approval. So for those who don't have energy or power on his enemy, then he can be taken as prisoner of war. الشافعي, he put a condition that to be prisoner of war. One of them, that he will die immediately. Like they put the gun, you give up or we're gonna shoot you. And he's not a leader, because the leaders, you expect more steadfast than the other regular soldiers. Or he have the braveness that makes him steadfast. And the woman should be safe from being raped, because she should not, she should resist even if she get killed. She will be a murder with Allah Azza wa Jal. And the prayer on the Muslims, if he is afraid that he will be a prisoner of war, to fight to the end and do not give himself up, because he get the high status and he will be safe from the disbelievers having the upper hand on him. From what Abu Hurairah said, that the hadith that we mentioned, this is what we have for today. Inshallah, we'll continue next time. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.